everyone, and welcome to the Raleigh SEO Meetup. It is for optimizing your YouTube channel. It's for optimizing your YouTube channel to get seen, build a bigger audience, and hopefully all become millionaires within the next 90 minutes. Presenting tonight is Greg Eng, who is the CMO at Brooksbell, which is a conversion optimization agency here in Raleigh. Greg has been doing a lot of work on YouTube for 5 years, 6 years with freezer burns, so feel free to check out freezerburns.com, and of course go to his YouTube channel and all those pre-roll ads run before you do anything. But without further ado, here's Greg Eng.
Hello, can you guys hear me okay? So thank you, Phil, for having me. This is my third Raleigh SEO presentation, so thank you. Who has watched a YouTube video today? Anyone? Who uploaded today? Okay. There's someone who watched a YouTube video today. Where did you call out? Where did you find out about that video? Were you BuzzFeed? Okay. Anyone else? Facebook? Twitter? Okay. Did anyone go to youtube.com? Okay. Excellent. That's going to be one of my tips, actually. So thank you. Obviously, I don't have to tell you guys YouTube, but I'm going to anyway. That YouTube is large, very, very large. You hear all the stats. Some say now that it's 24 hours of video uploaded every minute, and you'll see a lot of chatter recently. You know, in the last couple months, actually, where people are saying that YouTube is on the decline. And have you guys read those articles? Typically, it's followed with, and because Yahoo is getting into video, or because Disney bought Maker Studio, and then they're getting into video, and that everyone wants to get into video. A lot of these tactics that I'm going to take you through will be applicable to basically any video portal site. But YouTube obviously is the 800-pound gorilla, and because it's owned by Google, it's a big deal. And you guys who attend these Raleigh SEO meetup groups all the time will see that a lot of the same tactics that you apply towards your other content marketing applies to YouTube, and it makes sense, right? It's the same principles of tagging, it's the same principles of categorization, it's the same principles of keywords, and it's the same principles of how the algorithm works from YouTube. So I'm going to take you through a few things, but first, make sure that works. First, a little bit about me. I'm the host of a web show called Freezer Burns. Has anyone watched an episode of Freezer Burns? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. The only freezer for show in the world. I still own the title. I own that title, and I published my first episode, which was October 10th of 2008. And I still own that title, and there's basically no one wants to compete with me, and that's a good thing. I'll talk about how I can use that to monetize. I have 700 plus videos on YouTube right now. And starting January 1, I started publishing a video every single day. So today was day 137 in a row. I publish a video every day, and we'll continue to publish every day at least throughout this year. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about why I decided to do that. It's not easy, but there's a reason why I decided to do that. And most importantly, I make a video every video. The reality is I could probably do this full time. I don't want to because I love my day job. And so why would I do this in addition? Is because I love to make money. But also because it's something that it's a new media that actually helps me in my day job. It helps me in my marketing role. But it's also just an outlet. I mean, the idea of publishing video, whether it's on YouTube or Vimeo or Blip or whatever you publish on, is much the same way of people who blog. Any bloggers out there? Right? Sometimes it's an outlet. And sometimes that outlet makes you money, and sometimes that outlet gets you famous, and sometimes it's just an outlet. And so I think YouTube can do that for anyone. Online video in general can do that on anyone. One thing I should point out is that my show is a very specific niche market. very specific. I've spoken a little bit about this in the past, and that's really, really helped me. And so one of the things I would just ask any of you who are interested in monetizing a video show is to think about the easiest way to differentiate yourself from the competition. And the easiest way to do that is to make your content very, very focused and something you can own. So that's all I'm going to talk about niche today. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about specifics within your YouTube channel and how you can optimize. Okay, so here's the agenda. Number one, how YouTube works, very, very top line. Number two, how YouTubers behave, very simple. And number three, 3 ways to grow your channel. Okay? Feel free to interrupt me with any questions, and also some of you have seen me give talks before. My phone's on vibrate, and you get vibration every time someone adds me on Twitter. So I want to hear that and continually vibrate right there. At Gregory and at Freezer Burns. Okay, so how does YouTube work? Well, in a nutshell, video content makes YouTube money, which in turn makes Google money. This is very simple. Anyone seen a pre-roll ad before? Very annoying, right? Anyone advertise on YouTube? Great. Have you had good results?
For the most part, but if it's all e-commerce, it's easier.
Yeah, good, okay. So obviously, YouTube makes money because advertisers add pre-roll ads, or they add overlay ads, or they add post-roll ads, or they have banner ads on the side on YouTube.com, or sometimes on the YouTube app. You'll see some banner ads. It's the standard advertising model. It's the way it works across the internet. And so how does YouTube make more money? Well, they make more money by having more people produce content and more people watch that content. Seems simple enough, right? Okay, but relevant content makes YouTube more money. And you can make more money too. So this is an example, a screenshot. Hopefully, can everyone see that? That is what comes up in the review. One of my reviews, which is the TGI Fridays loaded potato skins. And what I love about this video is it shows that the optimization is working. What I love about this video is at the end of that video, you see the whole grid of threads, related videos, all me. See the related videos on the side? It's all me. I have not purchased any ads. What I've done is I've published 700 plus videos on frozen food, and I've tagged them appropriately, and I've annotated them appropriately, and I engage with my audience, and that is what you want to shoot for, because basically what you're doing is you're putting viewers in a corner, and you're saying, hey, I grabbed you because I was on BuzzFeed. I was on BuzzFeed actually once. And I grabbed you, and now you've come and seen my video, and now you're never going to leave. Right? Because every other video is me. And most likely, if you like my content, and it could be anything, let's say you like Care Bears, and you do a Care Bear channel, most likely if you're interested in one Care Bear video, you're interested in other Care Bear videos. And so for me, if you're interested in frozen food, typically you're interested in more frozen food, and then eventually you'll subscribe, and then I make lots of money off of you. This is what we call the video vortex. Has anyone heard that term before? And basically it's and have you ever been sent an email, or no one sends email anymore? You saw something on Facebook and you go to YouTube, and the next thing you know, you've seen like 50 videos, right? Has that ever happened to you? Right? It just sucks you in. And sometimes it's by the same publisher, sometimes it's different publishers, but every time you're clicking on a different video, you may not even watch the full video. You're just getting lost because you're like, wow, that's interesting. Oh no, that's interesting. I'm going to jump to this. Oh, that's an interesting comment. I wonder what they published. That's called the video vortex. Think of like this big, swirling, uncontrollable kind of sequence of videos. Your goal is to get anyone who watches any of your videos to watch that video and then jump into this vortex and never leave. That's the goal, okay? And fortunately, YouTube has taken kind of a cue from Google, makes sense, from Google Analytics, and YouTube Analytics, which is built into every single channel. If you have a YouTube channel, can give you some of this information. You can read it the same way that you read your GA. You can see how many videos they've watched, you see when they entered, where they exited, how long they spent on each video, and so you can gain more insight. And so I'm going to teach you how to use that. Okay, YouTube's algorithm. This just changed a year ago, and it changes all the time. So by the time this even, tomorrow, it's probably going to be a little different. But here's something to keep in mind, and that is YouTube favors your engagement over total views. Favors. Doesn't mean that something that has 15 million views is going to rank lower. It's all part of a very complicated algorithm, which Google uses very complicated algorithms with everything they do. However, it's important to note that they're desperately trying as a network to dissuade people from doing very sensationalized 10-second videos just to grab views. It's not all about views for them anymore. It's about engagement, and it's about how long specifically that someone spends watching your video on average. Okay, so if you have a 10-minute video, and the majority of people are watching it for 9 minutes and 45 seconds, that's a great average. The reality is a 10-minute video is not going to get that level of engagement, overall. I mean, there are very few exceptions. The exceptions are the royal wedding, or a celebrity that died, or something very, very related. That's just the way the internet works, okay? So it's important to know that your engagements the speed to 300 views, which I'm gonna get into a little bit later, and then any action, comments, thumbs up, adding to a playlist, sharing in Google+. All of those types of things triggers insight to YouTube that this is relevant content to you, the watcher, and therefore this type of content will continually pop up in your searches, much like Google search. Okay, so anything that you've learned about Google search, apply that to video. It's just different terminology, but the same principles. Okay, so that's how YouTube works.